Hey everyone, Father Leo here with Plating Grace, inviting you to enjoy this little snippet of an upcoming docu-series that I'm working on called Feeding the Flock. It's all about me reaching out to the rest of the world and hopefully feeding them with the good news and, more importantly, showing that they are part of the flock. Enjoy this little exchange that I have with a young man named Leo.
What would you say to a little boy who is bored in church?
Is this one right here? What's your name, little guy? Leo?
Yeah.
Get on up here. Come on up here. Leo, let me tell you, when I was your age, I looked at my mom at church and I said, Mom, I am going to die. And my mom said, well, you picked the right place to do it, right? But then I also told and complained to my dad, Leo. I said, Dad, this priest is so boring and none of this makes any sense. So you know what my dad said? He says, well, if you can do a better job, then do it. And not that you can become a priest, but maybe you can. But you know what I did? I actually talked to the pastor afterwards and I said, Father, I have no idea what's going on. I'm so bored. And he got so embarrassed. I don't think he wants to bore anybody, but what has to happen is you have to keep asking the questions. So I'm going to give you the definition of boring for everyone. Boring is answering a question that no one is asking. So maybe instead of saying, oh, I'm bored, ask yourself, what does this mean? What is this about? Why are we doing this? And that might actually help, because that's how I got involved. I started saying, why is he wearing that? Why is he talking so long? Why is he talking about that at all? And you know what? Those questions made me seek the answers, and that's maybe something that you as families can do. This is what the new book is about, how to keep your children engaged, not just to church, but even in your own family. What would be one of the questions you would like to ask me as a priest?
As a priest?
Sure. Or even whatever. Ask me anything.
Like, where do you get all the ideas from?
God, I love this kid. I love this kid. He said, where do you get all my ideas from? I'll be very honest with you. I steal them from other people. No. Some of it is because I love imitating. Some of the cuisine and some of the stuff that I see, I like to take a little bit of that and make it my own. But I'll be honest, the recipe that beat Bobby Flay came from my prayer. I prayed about it, and I got this great inspiration. So maybe you might want to ask God, God, help me to not be bored. And here's another thing. Read the readings in advance. Talk to your kids about the readings so that they're actually engaged. And that way, when you're there, you can say, so if you listened to Father talk about the same readings you read, and you wrote your own homily, because I'm not the only one allowed to preach, you can preach too. If you read the readings, your mom and dad could say, what would you talk about if you were up there as a priest? So make sure, Leo, you ask a lot of questions. I love his bravery. Thank you for being here. You got to high five, man. And by the way, he is going to be taller than me in 2 years. Get out of here, kid. And I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully it's even helpful, and hopefully you can stay engaged in this docu-series and you can get involved in our mission just by going to Father Leo Feeds or going to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Father Leo Feeds. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with a little bit more of our docu-series, Feeding the Flock.